Hey, it's Renee, and this set looks very familiar because it is. This was a set inspired by Tabitha Scott's nails here on YouTube, and this is what we're doing today. I'm doing like almost the same method that she did. She used the Apres Gel X system. I did not use it because I, on a low, kind of believe that they use the same plastic tips, and I think they kind of expose themselves when they use their etch liquid is basically acetone. So I used some full cover press-on tips, and I think I adhered it with gel, and I didn't show it because I needed help from my youngest client. If you've been on the channel before, you would notice that a semi-consistent video here is me doing I call her my little sister, but like she's really my best friend's little sister, but I watched her grow up, so this is my little sister too. Her birthday's coming up, and she wanted her nails to be done, and her older sister, my best friend, we basically tag team bullied her into getting something with color. And because all of the other videos that I've done with her, she did some variation of a white baby boomer type thing with a lot of crystals. And I don't have an issue with crystals, but I have an issue with, it's like, come on, you're a kid, please get some color. But this was the first thing that she showed me, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I literally recognize that YouTubers work from anywhere, so I could very well recreate this. So here I am. I'm reinforcing the full cover tip with some acrylic. I've tried the Apres system before. I bought like a press-on nail kit from a local press-on nail dealer who claims that she uses the Apres full cover tips as, she decorates them and uses them as press-on nails. And I still think that the nails are flimsy, and I've seen her decorate, so I truly do believe that she uses the Apres system. But like I said, they felt flimsy when I used it, and I don't believe that's the fault of the artist. So I will reinforce the full cover tips, and I think I would have done that whether or not it was Apres or Beatles or any. I just don't feel safe personally. I wouldn't do this to myself. I wouldn't feel safe wearing just a plain plastic tip on my fingers, considering that's what I have on both hands right now. On my right hand with the almond nails, those are press-ons adhered with gel, and on my left hand it's the same thing, just like square versions of that. And I have acrylic on both of them. I adhered them with gel. No, on the hand with the longer fingers, so the hand that's in frame right now, on my left hand with the longer nails, that has acrylic, and on my right it's gel. So here I'm using, this is the O'Reilly Bodyguard. This is more or less a builder in a bottle, so I'm using that as my base coat. I also use this to adhere the full cover tip onto her nail. So this is what I'll be using as a base coat, and a little extra strength. I use this instead of a regular base coat for gel polish, because they don't advertise it as a builder in a bottle, but it files like builder gel. So, and it has the strength of builder gel. It's more recommended for, the natural nail girlies, but this is my go-to when it comes to adhesion and building up these dupe Apres systems. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just giving it a bit more strength and having a smoother base for me to start the work on her nail art. And here's just a look of what the nails look like after it's cured. So here I'm using Sandstone, I believe, by Clean Color. Now, it's not the best gel top coat, but like with these types of, not top coat, gel polish, but with these types of nails where the background color is literally just that, a background color, it's fine. It doesn't matter if it's streaky or not, because then you'll have like a template or an idea of where to put your white polish when you lay it down. So for some reason I thought she had the background matte when I was looking at the photo, and I decided to like mattify the base color, but I think she had it matte. I can't remember why, but this is what I'm doing at the moment before I add my white gel polish. So this is what we're actually following here. So I'm using the Canny white polish. This is one of the best white polishes I have ever used. It's never given me trouble. It's everything you want and more in a white polish. So here I am. I'm just putting little globs, little asymmetric, abstract blobs of white polish. I'm just using the brush that the bottle came with. I'm not like using a detail brush or anything. Just using the brush and letting the texture of the brush, texture and the shape of the brush lead the design, if you want to say it like that. So that's with a little bit of help from my client also. Right, and then I put the white polish into the lamp to cure. So I missed the first part of the clip, but you'll get the gist of it because they're all the same thing. I used an old condemned eyeshadow brush for this. Any like densely packed brush would work. And I have some pigments that you can see at the side of the screen here. And I'm pushing in the pigments. I'm not burnishing it like what you would do with chrome. I'm basically just loading up my brush and pushing in the pigment into the white polish, because it's not like a wet sticky layer you need. That's like, it has to be like sticky, not slippery, like how these wipe top coats would be, where you have to like wipe it off with alcohol. You don't need that. You need a literal sticky layer. So we didn't follow the sequence of colors directly. She basically took the reins when it came to this, so she just chose which color she wanted on each hand. So here we did more of a cooler, is it cool? It's a bit more cool, yeah, more of a darker, kind of more cool toned theme on this hand. So we did more green tone, yellow and orange, and you know, I wouldn't call it cool, but like a different color story. And then I think after this, I use air dry foil glue. You can use the foil glue to like put in the lamp, but to me this was a bit easier to work with, because with I'm not very familiar with the foil glue that you have to cure in the lamp, the foil gel. To me, I always mess up no matter how much I cure it or how little I cure it. So inevitably this type of air dry foil glue is best for these kind of less detailed foil applications, because this foil doesn't have a pattern on it. It's just like one straight color, of which you'll see in a while. But I do recommend, I'm not fully condemning the foil gel. It's great for these foil designs that have more detail, so like those intricate flower foil designs, because I think it gives a little bit more leeway, because as soon as the air dry gel dries, once you touch something on it, all of the stickiness is gone, versus with at least the foil glue, the foil gel that I have, you can at least wipe it once with some alcohol and it'll get back sticky. So that's what I'm doing here, and you'll see how I press the foil on to the nail. As you can see, I'm also like doing it at the parameters, and I haven't cleaned off the nail yet. And I think this is where I thought the Tabitha used the matte top coat. Why she used the matte top coat? Because you have to scrub off the the pigment, the excess pigment from the nail. So here's the foil I'm using, and I'm just cutting it down. And I got this foil like way back when I was into like crafting, and I had like a Cricut machine. This is just like some transfer foil. Heat transfer foil and nail foil is the same thing. So you just press it on, and there's no really, it doesn't have to be, it's not a lot, it's not supposed to be clean. It's supposed to look kind of like a geode. It looks like a geode to me. So you just press it to the nail and you pull it off, and this is the look that you'll get. I'm not saying that you can't use it with the foil gel, but to me this is quicker. So here's where I made a lot more work for myself. I'm using my glossy top coat, but I'm basically locking in the foiled parts of the nail along with the color, but I'm avoiding the matte part, which is the background. So I think this is why, yeah, because I had to like, you have to scrub off the excess pigment off of the background. So I think that's why in the original video she used the matte top coat, but I think she just top coat the whole thing instead of me, who is giving myself a lot more trouble by being ridiculously careful with top coating certain areas of the nail. So that's what's going on here right now. So here's a finished product. I think I did pretty well when it comes to this recreation. I don't normally do recreations like that. I normally freestyle, but I really do like this one, and I couldn't stop staring at it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.